Hi, I'm Leslie Antoine, and I'm going to try to do this in under 2 minutes. Okay, so I started with knowing that I had to convert 3 cups, 3 ounces, 2 tablespoons, 2 milliliters. With juice, we know that each cup is equal to 8 ounces, so we can multiply that by 3. Um, we could also, at which point we know that we have 24 ounces. Um, so from there we can convert ounces to milliliters. Um, Knowing that we can either use dimensional analysis, which I tend to use because I took chemistry, um, or we can use your method, which we have ounces equal to ounces and milliliters equal to milliliters. In this case, the invariant amount would be 1 ounce over 30 milliliters, and the variant amount would be 24 ounces, giving us X milliliters, which is the um, variant amount. And that would come to 720 milliliters of juice. I did the same with I did the same thing with coffee. Uh, that was easier. We only had to go through one conversion, which is 3 ounces, and we know that 1 ounce is equal to 30 milliliters. Again, we could do the same. We could do 3 ounces, um, which is the the variant amount over X milliliters, equal to 1 ounce over 30 milliliters. Okay, next we leave 500 milliliters of water alone. Then we do Ensure, which is 2 tablespoons. We know that 1 tablespoon is equal to 15 milliliters. So we times it by 2, and that would be equal to 30 milliliters. In which case we know that we can do your method, which is we would do tablespoons over milliliters, using the variant equal to the invariant, or vice versa. It doesn't matter which side it goes on. But anyway, so we have 1 tablespoon over 15 milliliters equals to 2 over X milliliters, and that gives us 30 milliliters of Ensure. So at the end, we just add up all the milliliters, and we get 1990 milliliters. Problem 2, we could also use invariant properties, invariant property equaling to covariant property, which covariant property is, in my mind, would be the X over the um, X over um, the asking, like whatever you're asking. Like, for example, in this case, we know that they're asking the 650 milliliters of D5W. We don't know how many grams of sugar is in that, so that would be the variant amount. We know the invariant proportion or ratio is 5 grams over 100 milliliters, and we could equal that to X over 650 milliliters, and then through that we find 32.5 grams of sugar is found in 650 milliliters. Or we can use in dimensional analysis, which we would do 650 milliliters times 650 milliliters times 5 over 100 milliliters, and we'd cross out the milliliters, and then we would get grams of sugar, so that would be 32.5. Let's see what else. So we did that. Then we had to find with D10W how many grams of sugar were found in that, and since we know that 10 grams of sugar um, are found in D10W over 100 milliliters of H2O, we can equal that to grams over 60 milliliters. And am I doing this correctly? I'm reading. Oh, I forgot. It's 60. I think it was 600 milliliters. I think I got that wrong. Okay. So it's 10 grams over 100 milliliters is equal to X over 600 milliliters of D10W. D10, yeah, I don't know why I put 60 there. That's wrong. So it's 600 milliliters. So I'm assuming, oh, but then I did the 600 over 100. That was correct. So that is 6 grams of sugar. I don't know why I wrote that wrong. Anyway, so we know that we have 6 grams of D10W, and then we found we had 32.5 grams of D5W. We add them up, or we can do it separately. So we have 6 times 4 is 24 calories of D10W. Yeah, D10W, and then we have 32.4. That's 130 calories of D5W, and we add the 130 plus 24 is 154. In order to get the percentage, we always find the proportion. So we have 154 calories of sugar found in a daily intake of 1480 total calories. So we divide 154 over 1480, which you always get, a percentage, and that would be, it's either 10.4%, or you could say around about 10% of calories come from IV. So it's either 10.4% or around 10%, depending on whether or not you want to round it off. And I think that is it. Thanks. And please excuse the mistakes and the uncertainty, like I mentioned before. It's my first time doing this. So hopefully next time I'll do better. Thanks.